What up, world? It's the one and only Slym B, Mr. Hollaback. Whoa.
And Benji Banx, aka Trey Dog, you know.
Live, kicking it live with the Real-Izm TV.
Not much of a talker, smoking Skywalker, pop this perky, I just bought it, creep up on me like a stalker. Why you lying, talking, killing shit, I was bought up. Shawty always tell me if I miss her, I call her.
I need all mine. Every penny, every quarter, every single dime. Started off slanging dimes with that white girl, man, but I cut her loose when I met Mary Jane. Trap harder.
The first thing I gotta highlight, I gotta ask about is Jonesboro, Louisiana.
For sure.
You know, I take it, correct me if I'm wrong, but I take it's a small town, right?
Yeah, only like barely 4,000 people, just the population. So with that being said, you know, ain't too much opportunity there. You know, we got a Walmart, McDonald's, you know, a couple grocery stores, but you know, gotta expand and leave if we trying to make it. But you know, with that being said, we coming back to put on like how it's supposed to be put on for sure.
Okay.
And even with that being said, you know, Lil Bro made it. It's just, I just wish it didn't end like that.
Living there is like everywhere else. You know, you be there long enough, you're gonna get sucked into the streets. But
Yeah.
It's so much talent. Like you could literally go to Jonesboro and just stop the first person you see and be like, rap. They're gonna kill it.
It's like a gold mine like this. It's like layers of dirt, like boom, 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 where it's just ain't nobody just dug deep into it. But once it like a big hole get dug in the ground, like it's you gonna see all that gold just come up like, ooh, it's been all this time. You know what I'm saying? Like real.
Okay. Yeah, because Jonesboro. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you got people doing everything. It ain't just music. You got people doing clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Country Band, Esther.
Indeed.
Like you got people
Make
doing
it happen.
Make It Happen.
Yeah.
Bone shit. Like everybody doing their own thing. It ain't just music, but mostly it's music. Like we talented.
Yeah, it's like we get glimpses and previews of but one thing that be stuck in my mind is like this saying, it's like it ain't about getting to the top, it's about staying at the top. Like Snoop came through, made it, killed the game. Then King Drano, he from Jonesboro too, he got a gold plaque with Macklemore for this song How to Play the Flute. You know what I'm saying? So it's in reach. You know what I'm saying? It's just about that staying power, like getting there and staying there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so when Snoop was coming up and you know he was bubbling and he got stamped with Dream Chasers, what was that like around the town?
Oh, that was crazy.
I was in Houston at the time, but
everything changed from just everybody. Just did a whole 180. Mm-hmm. Damn. It went from he can't even get in a car to he can have the keys to my car. Basically.
That's a 180 for sure.
Man, it seemed like Jonesboro had a cloud over it ever since. Yeah. It was probably a cloud already over, but we never saw it until Snoop died. So
yeah, I was in Houston, Texas at the time. I was staying out there for a couple months. I just remember that day, man. It was crazy. It's like time froze for me. It was like I remember it being 6 p.m., but in my world, it felt like it was 12 p.m. Like it was like
that whole day was long as a motherfucker, bro. I just remember when I woke up and everybody was telling me it was crazy because me and Snoop was supposed to go to a pool party that night. DJ Star had a pool party that night. We were supposed to go, but Snoop had took too long. My last message to him was, "Man, I'm going to sleep. Fuck this." And then I got a call the next morning saying that it was early. It was like 3, 4 in the morning. Somebody called me there.
The word I got was that he knew the person who killed him. You know what I mean? Is that true or false as far as y'all know?
No, I don't think nobody really just knew him like that.
Okay. One of the things that people would say was, well, when you get to a certain level in the game, you know, that's going to breed contempt and jealousy in some people, especially if y'all come from the same area. And some people were going so far as to say was, that's why you don't come back home right away when you reach a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all agree or disagree with that statement?
I agree, but coming from, it's easy to say that when you not in that situation. Like, coming from where we come from, like, and being, coming from nothing and then being something, you want people to see that you something. Especially the people who said you weren't gonna be nothing. So, like, I'll be telling Snoop, like, bro, nah, fuck that, you ain't gotta come home. Man, I'm coming home, bro, they gotta see me. So it was more of that, like, and I don't blame him because shit, we come from nothing. And Snoop, out of all people, bro, like, that shit was so crazy, like, against all of us. All of the us was against him. And he took that shit through the roof. Like, what Snoop did, that shit was only for him. Like, ain't nobody finna come back and redo that on nothing. Like, that was just for Snoop.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. What about you, Slym? You know what I'm saying? The statement that, you know, when you get to a certain level, you shouldn't come back home right away.
Now, I don't feel like you should come home when, I really don't know. Because I don't know what I'll do. I'm going to want to come home and help people. So,
Yeah, for sure.
you feel me? So, and like, Nip got killed in his hood. Like, it's something you just can't stop. Like, I could be in somebody else's hood and get killed. So,
yeah. I'm going to get back to it, but for the viewers who may not know, like, it might be out there nationally that he got killed in Jonesboro.
yeah, he didn't get killed
He didn't get killed in Jonesboro.
Okay.
He got killed like in the town, like,
that's like 30 minutes
away.
Okay.
Because Jonesboro, we got a lot of those.
And that wasn't his best friend, none of that shit. Like,
yeah.
They were saying like he playing a game with his best friend. And so, nah, that shit, all that shit was lying.
But yeah, with that question, it's like I get both ends. Like, it got to be some type of balance to it. Like, once you first get on, you know, you want to come back home and celebrate with your people and woo wah woo. But I feel like it got to be like your discernment level got to be on the high level, on 10 above everybody else. When you can sense something like, nah, let me go dip out because I got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? So but you want to come back and give back to your people and put on and shine. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm like kind of with that.
Right,
you know?
right. Because I don't know where I heard this from or read it from, but from what I heard or read was a person is more likely to get killed in like within a 10-mile radius of where they grew up. Mm-hmm. And you know, when you look at Snoop and when you look at Doe B, who's down with Grand Hustle, you know, he got killed in his hometown. And like you just mentioned, Trey, you know, Nip got killed in the hood he grew up in. You know what I mean? So, you know, I can't really blame, you know, people when they don't come back, you know, right away. You know what I'm saying? I get it, because the fact of the matter is everybody ain't gonna be happy for you to see you win.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely got to be aware of your situation back home too. Like if you in the streets super heavy and you beefed out with this hood and whoop wah whoop and they get wind of you done got on, like, you know, they jealousy, man, envy, like it's real.
Right. You know? Now you a target, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can get stripes off of you now.
Yep.
Okay, I got you, brother. Who is Latray, from his own words?
This dude who finding his way, really don't give a fuck with trying to. Straight up. But that nigga a beast, bro. That nigga is a fucking beast. Like, for real.
What was your interest in the music? How long you been doing music now?
I've been doing it for a minute. I always was freestyling and shit, but like he was one of my influences because we was young. We were around the same age when we was young, but this nigga was making money off his shit. So like I'm watching him. We was at a parade, a homecoming parade. Like he was so smart, he'll strategize everything. Like he'll know when everybody gonna be in big crowds and shit, and he'll have the shit for sale. And me and my homeboys was over there chilling. I saw him. Somebody came to buy a CD, and he went in his pocket. We was in middle school. He went in his pocket and pulled out a stack of money to get him change. I'm like, what the fuck? I ran over there. I'm like, hey man, you put the CD together yourself? He's like, yeah. I'm like, man, I want to rap. He's like, meet me at the house. Went to his crib, me and my homeboy. He was like, y'all got to rap before y'all come in. I said my little shit. I'm waiting on my homeboy. He was scared. I'm like, shit, fuck it, let's go. And we've been linking up like I was going to his house every day. We've been like that since.
Okay.
That was like the early 2000s. Like my real name is Latrey. I was on Facebook one day, got tired of seeing my real name, so I changed it to Benji Banx. And everybody was just fucking with it. They started calling me Benji. And shit, it was gonna be like I was gonna start like some Benji gang shit. And Snoop changed his name to Benjamin Gucci Ross. And like that's what all of us was gonna do, but until Meek, he tweeted about Snoop. And I called him like, man, change your name on Twitter to Lil Snupe. Like, nigga, this nigga spelling the SNOOP. And but like just for me, the Benji was for the money, Bunkers was for going crazy, and Banks for money. Well, Benji was from Benjamin Franklin.
Okay.
But yeah,
crazy.
Everybody started calling me Benji. Like nobody was calling me by my real name, but my family. So I just changed it to Benji. Like I ain't even really just changed it. It's the next project that I came out with. I just went as Benji Banx instead of the church.
One thing I really want to ask you about, bro, is Astro game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all like hometown legends. You know what I'm talking about? Just from the grind that the consistent grind that y'all been doing. And I heard about y'all through, rest in peace, DJ Star. You know what I'm saying?
Star was like the only person who like gave us a first shot. At first, it was funny because me and him, we had a song called Roll Like Me. We in high school. And we in high school, so we performed it. And Star was at 103.1. He liked it, so he was like, y'all send us this, and we're going to play it on the radio. I'm like, cool. We sent it to them. They played it. But when they played it, we from Jonesboro. Shit like that don't happen. Especially like being on the radio, we in high school. Everybody started calling up there. Play it again, we missed it, play it again. Star got on the radio, he was live, he was like, hey, if we play y'all song, don't have your grandma and your mama and everybody calling up there. So I'm mad though. I'm like, why the fuck would he say some shit like that on the radio? And Slym B just laughed. He like, man, they see us though. Everybody calling like, well, that's good. That's support.
Hey, on the regional level, like that grassroots promotion, it was crazy because we had like the demo CD pressed up, and they had call your local radio station with the numbers. So it was real, and the T-shirts pressed up. Yeah. So yeah,
it's in high school.
It was organic. It wasn't no mama. Can you call the radio?
It was just people was happy to hear us on the radio, but like that was like my last time like dealing with Star until he saw me perform again. He was with Louisiana Cash, shout out Louisiana. Yeah. He was with him, and when he saw me perform, saw everybody fucking with me. He was like, man, I'm fucking with you. And I always kept in touch with him. And then I got to college, and when he saw us taking over the campus, he was like, yeah, I gotta fuck with y'all. And he took us on this one. Star, like that was my #1 supporter.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So how did y'all get word of his passing?
Everybody was calling. I was smoking, watching TV, and Kobe had died, and somebody had texted me and said, please check on Star. I thought they were saying like, check on him because he was hurt at Kobe died, because I know he loved Kobe. He had just posted about Kobe, but
okay. Now when you say Kobe,
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant had died the same day.
Gotcha. Yeah, well,
he had just posted about Kobe Bryant.
Gotcha.
And they told me to call and check on him. So I'm thinking it's about the Kobe because I know he fucked with Kobe, so I'm calling. He went answer, and then my homeboy called me and said, you heard Star was dead? I was like, hell no, somebody just told me to check on him, but that's what that was.
Okay. What about you, Slym?
Yeah, I saw somebody said I saw some RIP DJ Star tweets on Twitter. Then I was in Shreveport at the time, and then I called Latrey and asked him if he heard about it. because I know him and Star relationship was tight. So he said, "Yeah, man, boy, I broke down crying. I ain't real spirit. Like, dang." Because like he was saying, like Star, that's the number one DJ that was supporting us. The number one. You know what I'm saying? And then it ain't even just about music. It's like he showed like real love and support for us. You know what I'm saying?
Stay on his couch and do whatever we want to do. Like he give us the green light on whatever we want to do. I'm just glad we got the opportunity to even have him in our life because like he really meant a lot to a lot of people. For real.
Gotcha. And he was big on Astro Gang. You know what I mean? Sure. So let me ask you about Astro Gang. With all the work that y'all had put in, what do you think was the one hurdle that y'all couldn't get over? You know what I'm saying, to get that breakthrough that y'all deserve?
Just getting to where it looked like you about to blow and staying there, not taking the next step to like elevate and go further. Because we from Jonesboro, like, and you could get your mind threw off by just motherfuckers telling you, "Hey, that shit good, that shit sound good." You own now. You get to thinking that, like, I can kick back now, like, it ain't nothing like that. Just no guidance. We was doing this shit all ourselves, like no money, no nothing put behind this shit. Just drop it. People going fuck with it organically. I don't know if people thought we was putting money behind it or what, but like that's just organic. We didn't have no guidance, nobody telling us, "Hey, y'all should do it like this or do this." I'll make a song, be like, "All right, you know what? I'm dropping this bitch next week." Drop it, people fuck with it. I didn't know like, damn, let me push this song. And after I see people that fuck with it, I'm going to the next one. I'm dropping this. And it don't work like that.
But the one thing I always respected about you, Slym, was just your consistent grind, bro. And you always took a DIY attitude. You never had a problem with doing it yourself. Yeah. Like I can't recall you ever being up under anybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For the most part, as far as I know, you always was solo dolo doing your own thing. Now, where does that come from? Where did that attitude come from?
Man, it's hard to pinpoint that because, like, I was telling my people the other day, I just got bit by a bug when I was like 9 years old. It was like, this how it started. I'm 9 years old, it's Super Bowl, and the Rams playing the Tennessee Titans. I got photographic memory, this and everything. Okay. So my brother Chris, he took me to his friend Alan Jackson crib, and Alan Jackson, like it was halftime during the Super Bowl. So my brother Chris, he went off somewhere and left me at Alan Jackson crib. Alan, he pulled out some tapes, put them in the stereo, but it's him singing. So this just blowing my mind. I'm 9 years old, like, that's you? Like, then I'm like, he got the mic and everything. Like, I'm like, man, let me record myself. Let me make a song. So I got on there messing around, singing, rapping a little bit. And then it's the whole, so halftime over, so they got the game. So in my mind, I still got music in my head. So after Chris picked me up, my brother, and we leave from there, I go back home. And I knew that my grandma had a tape recorder, a small tape recorder with a built-in mic on it. So I found that and started just recording on there. It's just like, it just was non-stop from there. So everything I wanted to do, I just always researched it. That's what a do-it-yourself type stuff come from. So I knew my mama, she probably think this is a phase. Even at a young age, I knew she probably think this is a phase. So I don't want her to feel like she wasting her time putting who I woo into me or whatever. But so I just start researching stuff, and I just always like that approach instead of waiting for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did you realize how much of an influence, you know what I'm saying, you were impact on other people?
I mean, I started young as a child. My conscience ain't really processing how I'm affecting people. Cause keeping it real, like I as a child, I really just didn't have no conviction about certain things. Like I dropped the whole CD dissing the whole time.
Dissing the whole
And then I'm selling it to the same people I'm dissing.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, it was thrown. But it was on some young childish stuff because I didn't have no big homie or OG leave me. It's just that do it yourself, learn as you go type stuff. But you know, as a grown man, I wouldn't do that now. And like, even with that, I'm gonna kick a shout out to this beautiful lady. She a core model in Jackson, Mississippi. Ada Green, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the ladies I dissed on her. She a grown woman now, but just childish. Ain't have no conviction about nothing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I forgot the question.
No. The question was, did you realize how much of an impact you were making?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay.
I started young as a kid, just going.
Okay.
You know, learning as you go, taking the staircase. Oh, that ain't how you do that. That ain't what's up. Take a little step. Okay. Yeah, you know. So, yeah, I started DJing like in 07. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, just to do some parties and keep some money in my pockets, you know.
But at the same time, you were still rapping.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know, I'm pretty sure you know the next question I'm gonna ask. Okay, you a DJ and you a rapper. Like the nigga, and later on down the road, the niggas look at that a certain kind of way. Like, goddamn, nigga, you a DJ and you a rapper.
I mean, not in no negative way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because you know nowadays, you know, especially with Cali, you know, the DJ is a star now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to the point where even the DJ overshadowed the rappers.
Yeah.
And some of the rappers are looking at the DJs upside their head, you know, or at least they were, like, back in the day, like, goddamn, nigga, you ain't even supporting us because you placing your own shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your thoughts on that?
It's like in comparison to Khaled, like I never heard him rap, so I don't know if he can rap. But with me, like if they hear me, they actually know this boy. He ain't nothing to play with on the rap level. You know what I'm saying? So. If other rappers, they'll embrace my opinion if I give them my insight of their song, because they know I'm in the clubs and they know I know how to rap and how the lyrics should go on certain beats. So they respect me, you know what I'm saying? So it was never no animosity with people, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now I gotta ask a real ass question, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I ain't gonna put no words in your mouth, you know what I'm saying? This is all me saying this. I know back in Shreveport, you know, we had a little bit of a rift going on between the DJs, so-called rift between the DJs and the rappers, where the rappers felt like the DJs weren't supporting, they weren't playing none of their music in the club unless a nigga had to slide them something. And the question came up, the question was, what the fuck do we need a DJ for if we got the internet? So I gotta ask you, bro, is a DJ still relevant?
Yes, sir. That saying just sound crazy. What if a DJ? Man, we was just in a meeting with Miss Debbie, Waka Flocka Mama, and she said, what she said was exactly what I agree with. DJs are the A&Rs of the game right now. You know what I'm saying? They the ones, they like the tastemakers, you know what I'm saying? They gonna let you know what's hot and what's not, you know what I'm saying? And if it's gonna actually work. So DJs are always going to be needed in this game. Like, you can't subtract their value in this game, like the DJ. Is very essential and important. Okay,
now, but what about the ever-present question of, you know, DJs not breaking artists?
Yeah, really, I feel like it's about the DJ's spirit as a person, you know, like cause some DJs just wanna only play the popular music, you know what I'm saying? Cause they just wanna keep the people going, but other DJs, like, and I ain't to my own horn. Like, I'm in my head. I'm mixing like, okay, I got a Young Dog song. It's in 80 BPM, and then I know Benji, DJ song. He got a song that's in 80 some BPM. Like, don't play. So when the song DJ first drop his song, I'm gonna play that Dolph because it's on the same tempo, and then in my mind I'm looking at the crowd. Okay, I'm gonna sneaking that don't play, you know what I'm saying, that DJ, to break him, you know what I'm saying? But every DJ don't have that spirit, you know what I'm saying? They focus on the popularity, like who song on the billboard, we playing them. We only playing the hottest song. So it really just depends on the DJ spirit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Respect. I got that. I like that answer, brother.
At Benji Banx, BenjiBanx. Follow me on everything, from Twitter to Instagram. Facebook, look me up, Benji Banx.
Yep. Follow me, Slym B. That's spelled SLYMB on Instagram and Twitter. Music on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. SLYMB. Period. Get at your boy. Follow me. I follow back.